Last week I spoke to a Holocaust survivor from Belgium. I asked her about how did they feel about wearing the yellow star. I said, why did you agree to go and wear it? I mean, it must have been quite a dramatic thing. I mean, somebody tells you go and wear a yellow star, and I said to her, just wonder, why did you agree? She said to me, very interesting, she said, oh, we went happily. We went to the Gestapo office, and we were quite happy to put it on in a way that shows how little knowledge the people had of what's actually going to happen. She said to me, well, they told me I'm Jewish. I knew I was Jewish, so I was quite proud. But then when I asked her how did she feel about it, really sort of looking around and going around with it, she said, when I went on the tram, I put my hand on it and I covered it. She had a little baby, she would put him against it because she says I didn't want people to know that I was Jewish. I thought it was quite an interesting, maybe a bit scary, really. Because there's a lot of time the question, why didn't people stand up more? Why did they just agree and went with it? I think what was quite interesting, the fact that Jews in Europe really trusted the government and really respected governments in a way. So I don't think, does anybody believe really that something, I mean, if you ask people now, can a Holocaust happen again? Can a massacre like that happen again? And people say, no, it can't, because we wouldn't let it happen. Are we saying that that generation was less intelligent than us? I don't think so. We cannot say that. They were highly educated, a lot of them, doctors, professors, philosophers, rabbis, you name it, everything from shopkeepers to business people. They were not less educated than us. They were actually, especially the ones who lived in the cities, were very cultured. But yet it did happen. And such a thing can happen again. And I think my main message is we really have to look careful at the way we as human beings treat each other, because in the end of the day, nobody chooses to be born in a certain religion or certain skin color or certain country. A person is born into, say, okay, you can stop. What's also very interesting, you can stop being a Catholic or Muslim. You cannot stop being Jewish. So a person can stop being religious, but then he'll still be viewed as the rest of the world as a Jew. So you can't really run away from it. It's something you're born with, though you don't choose to be. So how can one human being inflict on another human being pain for being something he has no control on? I mean, nobody chooses. Yeah? So that's something a bit ununderstood. And what makes any person think he's better than another person, or that he has more power over another person, or one skin color is better than another skin color? It's not something which is in a person's power to choose or select. And yes, things like that can happen again if we don't think carefully and close and think, what is it? Why actually, if we try to think, what is it that brings one person to hate another person so much? And if people would realize for how long the pain and the suffering carries on, and how much, it's not that you're hurting one person, you're hurting generations to come. And if you kill one person, you're killing the future of that person. So nobody really has the power or the right to do such a thing. None of us are God. People do not have the ability to decide who's better than the other. Yeah, that's my thought for today. I would like to hear your opinions about that.